This episode is brought to you by Athletic Greens. And everybody, I use Athletic Greens every single day. And at the beginning of the year, I decided to prioritize better gut health. I wanted to have more energy, an optimized immune system, and I wanted to take a supplement that actually tastes great. Go figure. So what is this stuff? With one scoop of delicious AG1, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help you start your day right. Tons of people are taking some sort of multivitamin, and it's important to choose one with high-quality ingredients that your body will actually absorb. Right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with daily, convenient nutrition. It's just one scoop and a cup of water every day. Really, that's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements. And guys, look, I've done the same thing. I've gotten all these pills and trying to take everything all at once. I've ended up taking 75 pills. All you need is AG1. That's it. No need for a million different pills, supplements to look out for your health. It's just AG1. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs, which are clutch, with your first purchase. All you got to do is visit athleticgreens.com/DLB. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/DLB to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
The internet is telling me that Kylie Jenner took a 3-minute flight somewhere to avoid traffic.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let's not get into just how ridiculous that
3-minute
is.
flight?
It's not physically possible to take a 3-minute flight. It takes 3 minutes to get from the gate. I mean, I guess maybe she's doing private, so she's not at a gate.
She's not taxiing. She's waiting behind Spirit Airlines to take off.
Right.
Here's the thing. It takes how long to get up to Chris, when you and I went skydiving, they tried to take us to what? 13,000, 15,000
feet. Yeah, it took a very long time.
It took 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So you're not going to take
a terrifyingly long amount of time.
Yes, you're not going to take a jet 3 minutes and fly 100 feet over the ground.
Is there a
Wait,
minimum?
you guys there's a flight record. I just found the flight record. It was from Van Nuys, Van Nuys,
You're
California.
definitely not an LA girl, yeah, sorry.
I'm not from LA. Oh, wait, she went from Camarillo, which probably is not also how that's
Camarillo.
pronounced.
But they do probably
Camarillo.
say Camarillo, yeah.
You talking about Greg?
What's the minimum height is really what we're asking. Because obviously, if she stays 700 feet above the ground,
but
she could probably do this.
You can't fly 700 feet over the ground.
Why would
I'm
you just
asking.
take a helicopter?
I'm asking, what's the minimum height of a plane needs
it's
to
like 4,000
reach?
feet.
Okay.
Yeah, what is cruising altitude,
Oh, wait, no,
I guess you'd call it?
1,600, maybe 16,000?
16,000.
1,600.
1,600 feet in the
Guys,
air.
I can't read
over.
numbers. They're hard.
Wouldn't that be like a very loud noise over many people's houses?
Yes.
Like, do you think it's sent
the
off
wheels are scraping on people's houses?
Yeah, it sent off a sonic boom in the Los Angeles area. It just seems impossible.
This is such a short distance. It is. It's barely registering on this map that I'm looking at.
Doesn't it take longer to gas up a plane, taxi a plane, fly it over traffic, land, get off the plane? Like how long? Because it's a 3-minute flight, but how long is the process?
She's not there for the process. Yeah. She shows up when all of that's been done already.
Yeah.
She gets in.
You have her
and then
gassing
she
the plane?
Out.
No, I have I have her
yeah.
standing on the tarmac.
No, I mean,
she's in a Rolls Royce on the tarmac, and then when
she's
the
in the
plane's
back
ready,
seat
she walks in.
on her phone, just chilling, waiting for her assistant to be like, "Hey, we're ready for you."
Yeah.
This is why the subhead of this article says the billionaire is being called a quote climate criminal based on her jet's flight history.
I mean, it's a great shout. That's certainly. I don't know what Kylie Jenner's
Climate
history.
criminal.
I don't know what her history of activism is, but that is an extraordinary waste.
It probably takes longer to drive to that airport. Do you think she takes a private jet to her private jet?
Yes.
Or do you think she
she's in the
selectively
heli.
chose where she lives in Los Angeles based off of its proximity to a private airport?
No, because then you
They
have
live in Calabasas,
sound
right?
pollution.
I don't know where the Kardashians live. Chris,
They do live in
as our
Calabasas.
Kardashian expert.
Yeah, Calabasas. It wouldn't it be cheaper for her to just invest in trying to develop a magic carpet?
Yeah.
As much as she's spending, if she
Teleportation.
flies,
Go on.
if she flies 10-minute flights once a week for 2 years, let's add up that money. If you could have just not taken those flights, put the money into some get a good engineer in here.
Like
I don't know, who builds magic carpets.
Bob's a good engineer.
Maybe get a genie. I'm just saying. Magic carpet.
She gets Musk on the phone and helps finance the Hyperloop project so that they can finally get a
tiny
Hyperloop
one.
from.
Yeah, but that's public.
Yeah,
they wouldn't
she
go
wants
on
private.
transportation with
With the
regular
plebes.
people.
With plebes.
With people who say Van Nuys. Like,
exactly.
transportation as Kylie
You're out.
Jenner.
If you
You're
could
out.
have any item or any cool thing from any movie in history, a magic carpet would be up there. Just
You're
something
saying-
that was
you're
in a
saying
I'm
movie.
not
we-
interested in that.
If we brought to life
but yeah, 'cause you can fall
something
off,
from
is
an
what
animated movie.
It's terrifying.
I'd take the DeLorean
It
from
was
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
It was pretty wild how Jasmine and Aladdin never came close to falling off that carpet. Like there was no rails on the
Right,
side.
and they're
like,
probably pulling G's, like they're going pretty fast,
Yeah.
right? So they have to practice their breathing techniques. They're not like in a pressurized cabin.
right.
Really not.
They're flying low though.
Yeah, they are
How
flying
fast?
low. It's in its own
It would have
airspace.
to be as easy for me as it was for them, but I just like the idea.
Can you
of,
tell I've been watching F1?
I thought you were talking because you saw what's it called? This movie, the fight with my guy.
with my guy.
Top
yeah,
Gun,
yeah.
Top Gun Maverick.
Top Gun Maverick.
No, I haven't seen
Flight
Top
of the
Gun
Bumblebee.
My
Maverick.
guy. Who's your guy?
My guy.
Who's your guy?
No, my other guy.
Miles Teller?
the other guy.
Teller, yeah.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah, my guy.
That guy?
My guy.
Oh,
I
man.
always get confused, Miles Teller and Ansel Elgort, because they both kind of got famous around the same time.
You guys have
one
seen.
of them's famous.
I'm sure you guys have all seen the scene, at the very least, the scene from Top Gun Maverick where they're playing volleyball again, and Miles Teller does like the little shake on the beach, and
They're playing football now.
Oh, it's football.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
it's- yeah,
sorry.
it's football.
Yeah,
but
they're
it's really weird though. Nobody's seen it here.
No, I haven't.
Okay,
No,
I have not,
So
no.
what Tom
only
Cruise?
hosted. We've only
he's-
had a host of a movie podcast on this.
You know, whatever. No biggie.
Yeah.
So the idea is instead of playing volleyball, they're teaming up and learning teamwork together by playing football, but playing two at the same time. So there's two offenses versus one defense.
What movie are we talking
what?
about now?
Top Gun.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like Tom Cruise trying to teach him like, all right, you got to work together in a time of like chaos, and then there's two quarterbacks, but there's one
Just
defense.
put them in the shipping container
so
for
they're
a
like
day.
trying to play defense
Right.
on both sides. It's weird.
I think in soccer there's a drill called 6v6v6 where
Yep.
there's like three different teams of six, and some people are part of one team, some people part of another, some guys in the middle is playing for both teams.
How many
It's pure-
goals?
It's pure. There's two goals, but like there's like a group of six that
It's
are off
like
to the
you're
side.
combining lacrosse and soccer.
Right, exactly. So I imagine that like could be some inspiration for that. But I feel like that is probably the most iconic scene, or at least that one shake that Miles Teller does. I've not seen the internet or a group of people swoon over a gentleman in the movies
My guy.
like Miles Teller in that scene.
It's the mustache. I
Is
just
it?
want you. I want you guys
no,
to know.
you're right.
Boom.
I want you
You're
guys to know.
absolutely
It's the
right.
mustache.
You're right.
Swooning over Miles
the mustache. The mustache has become incredibly more prevalent since.
Begs the question, though, back to the private jet conversation.
Oh yeah.
If you could take a 3-minute flight anywhere to anywhere, excluding your house to work, because
Oh,
that,
that
would
was my
be-
number one.
yeah.
That
was
would
number
knock
one
off
for me.
time off everyone's commutes. What would it be?
Well, it
So-
has to be something within 3 minutes of my house.
Like 3 minutes
Like-
by air, yeah.
Right.
But,
Like,
but
where
how
do you
fast
go
is 3 minutes
to?
by air? I don't like how many.
I
Like
don't
what's
know.
the distance
Let
that
me
I'm covering?
Okay, I'll look up the mileage.
Very
one.
important that we get the
Hold
exact
on.
on this.
Yeah, because if like
Yeah.
if
My
it's-
house to the nearest brewery.
Inter Miami Stadium is right next to an executive airport. So if there was some way to get me there in 3 minutes, and so that way whenever I went to
a
work,
seaplane.
right, exactly. And so
You ever been on a seaplane before?
I've never been on a
No.
seaplane.
It's amazing.
No
Yeah,
interest.
It all seems terrifying.
Yeah.
Really?
It's not as terrifying as you'd think.
It gives off, I don't trust you.
You take
Like
off
plane.
from the,
Hey,
the
plane,
runway,
don't trust you.
But then
Yeah.
you land in the water.
I can't imagine the best of the best pilots are flying seaplanes. I feel like there's like a, if you were really a top level pilot, you'd be flying, transatlantic flights to, Qatar or something.
I mean, you land in water, though.
Yeah,
That's
when
a
all-
whole
when
different
all-
substance.
skilled, though.
He's right though. When all the pilots are hanging out, if it's like, oh, you just got your wings, you try to hide the fact that you're doing
You're doing
water-
seaplane.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
so
on a
it
seaplane. You
looks
say
like
it like
the-
you mumble it. You're like, I'm on a seaplane.
It looks like the Van Nuys Airport is a 42-minute drive from the Camarillo Airport, and it's
And that's in
39
good traffic or in bad
39
traffic?
miles away. Well, it's probably 5 a.m. there right
We're
now.
talking
this
like
is probably
30
good-
miles.
Good traffic. 39 miles,
Yeah,
yeah.
the Google Maps line I'm looking
So
at is blue.
it has to be
so
within like 40 miles of
Of your house.
Your house. So like Stugotz going from Parkland to the studio
Wouldn't
would
count.
be too far.
Yeah.
really,
So-
we think that's longer than 40
It
miles.
is.
That
I
flight would
looked it
take
up.
like 10 minutes, not 3.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That would be a that would be a 6-minute flight.
Right.
Okay, so then if we're talking about a 40 miles takes 3 minutes, then presumably you can go like because you were saying like we were like
But that
throwing
math
some
doesn't
ideas
add up,
out.
though. That math doesn't add up because if you fly from Miami to Orlando or
Yeah.
Fort Lauderdale to Orlando, it takes like 45 minutes.
Well,
But
you're
how
flying
long-
in a commercial airplane where they have to like
Yeah.
taxi, like it's from door,
But
closing
like
door
I'm
to
saying
closing
from
door is the flight
from
time.
yeah, I'm saying from
How-
like
so
cruising
do we-
altitude
do
to
we
like
think-
descending.
Do you think you can fly from Miami to Fort Lauderdale in 3 minutes?
No.
No.
I think so.
I think you could based off the map. Do
That's
Miami,
less than
do
30
Miami
miles.
International Airport.
It's
to
less
Fort
than
Lauderdale.
30 miles because
Absolutely,
I
it's less than
drive-
30 miles.
I mean, take off
I'll
the touchdown probably,
I'll
but
do
not.
MIA to FLL.
door to
And
door.
the Fort Lauderdale airport's also like on the southern side of Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
You think Kylie would like let us join her
I'm a
for a day
Floridian,
and
I
like
know
cover
where
her
airports are.
and like be journalists and be like,
No.
26 miles.
Absolutely not.
like, hey Kylie, we were interested in this. Can we document?
How are
Bring
you
our
gonna
camera.
get
We'll
in
bring
touch with
Lewis.
I don't think this has been very good publicity for Kylie Jenner. I have to be honest. I mean, what was the phrase? Climate terrorism?
Climate
Criminal.
Climate criminal. Yeah. I mean, this is.
It's a class issue as well.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
There's
you could
also-
not look possibly
We'll
more out of
pretend
touch.
we'll pretend we're a flying podcast, like an airplane.
Should we,
Aviation.
Like a jet pod,
should we
yeah.
start a flying podcast just so we can
Yeah.
ask?
Do jets.
What do you think is the closest that we can get? That's pretty close, not far away. What is the closest you think we can get to a major
3-minute
celebrity?
flight.
Well,
Ray
major
Romano.
celebrity.
in Tahoe, yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'll be with Ray Romano this weekend. But
My guy was there.
yeah, in Tahoe,
Teller, yeah.
I had a really awkward interaction with Nick Jonas.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Wait, this wasn't the
It was-
good luck today, boy?
It was because this was at that party
Pop.
where it was like
Oh,
this was
yeah.
off air. This was just me trying to work him to like maybe get an interview.
This
with
is
him.
at the party,
This was-
or like
this was at the
or like
party.
the first thing of like where
This was
everybody's
the meet
learning
and
the
greet.
rules.
This
The
was
players
like,
only meeting.
The
Yeah.
players only
yeah.
meeting where they're all just hanging out. Nick Jonas is right there. He was actually talking to Ray Romano. I was like, that's a power
Oh,
conversation
wow.
right
Yeah.
there. I should have gone
You
up at
could've
that
gone in
moment.
right
That was
there.
my time, but I didn't. And he just did a thing where he was kind of walking by me, and I just was trying to engage with him. So I hit him with, "You ready to go this week?" Or like something about just like, "How you
Oh,
feeling?"
my.
Yeah. The opening line in those instances
so
is very
tough.
tough.
Literally,
Very
so
tough.
it couldn't have gone more poorly. Like his reaction was like jarred and like, what? Like who just spoke
Excuse
to
me?
me? Like
Who
what?
are you?
And,
We're going somewhere?
And
The
like
both of us?
previous, like hours before that, the tournament put out on their social media him like draining a long putt during a practice round. So I was like, that was a good, like the same thing Mike did.
Yeah.
Like Mike was like, hey,
Great
team,
shot on 18.
That shot on 18, my guy.
Bob.
And I tried to like before Mike did that, I was just like, that shot on 8. He's just like the putt. I'm just like, yeah, like dude, I'm telling you.
But is this
wish-
walking by like
No,
where you're
this
kind of
was-
like looking back?
This is right near the, not surprisingly, near the bar.
Ah.
I'm just kind of hovering, and he just was like walking by me, and he was passing me, and I kind of said something, so he stopped for like a split second. I'm telling you, if this thing was recorded, this interaction,
so
it was
awkward.
so bad. Like he didn't think I'm a jerk, but it was just like he walked away like, well, that was weird.
Yeah.
Chris Whittingham, who was the most awkward interaction that you had in Tahoe when we went? Who was it with?
Probably trying to go get Alfonso Ribeiro to come up to our booth, being like, "Hey, you wanna come on the Le Batard Show?"
So we're like, what?
Yeah. It's like, huh? What?
It's
Yeah.
7 a.m., dude.
Yeah,
Like, what are
right.
you
Exactly.
doing
How
here?
are you the only ones here? To be fair, I didn't interact with that many celebrities.
Even in the meet and greet, like players only meeting?
That was our first time.
I
man.
was incredibly shy then. That for me is like me in my worst possible element.
We had more courage year 2.
Yeah?
The first year, dude, like when we were in there, like we didn't really like who did
We
we
were just
talk to?
starstruck.
We were just like
Yeah.
we were still like this year we were starstruck as well, but we were a little more
more
comfortable.
You had some confidence. Yeah.
So I was at the bar for year 1, obviously I was when I was there. I'm at the bar and I'm getting a beer, and John O'Hurley walks next to me.
John
right? Jay
O'Hurley.
Peterman from Seinfeld.
He's one
if
of
you
those
don't know.
guys that like he's wanting to talk to people.
Dude, he hit me with a, hey, ID this guy over here. I guess because I had like a baby
wow.
face. He's like, ID this guy over here. And I'm like, ha. Kind of give him like a pat on the back. And I was like, I got nothing.
Jay Peterman
like,
from
this guy.
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
So it looks like
Hey,
if you
John,
flew
how you
from
doing, man?
Miami International Airport to Key Largo, it's too long.
Ooh.
It's longer than 3 minutes. And then I
Oh.
looked at Key Largo to Key West,
That's even
also
longer.
longer than 3 minutes.
Yeah, very much so.
So
Wow.
basically, our only options are from Miami to Fort
No,
Lauderdale.
but I can fly
right now.
Tamiami Airport to Largo for sure.
But then you have to drive to Tamiami Airport.
I live close to it.
That's fair.
Imagine me every
Right.
day driving to Fort Lauderdale Airport to fly to Miami Airport
So
to
then drive
here.
back here.
At 95, I just can't deal with it, man.
No, not great.
Yeah.
Can't wait until we can take a bright line down
The bright line.
the train.
The train.
Public transpo.
How safe are trains?
Pretty soon. Okay,
Pretty safe
so
compared to cars.
I know.
Is it-
I'm just, just
was it
asking.
with you, Tony?
Do you not follow Only
I'm a
and
turkey.
Dade? There's
Oh,
a
no.
car fire every single
Every
day.
single
every
day.
single
single
day?
day.
I had
It's
to
almost boring. I
unfollow.
can't even.
Really?
It's just, it makes me too anxious to see all the insane shit happening around
Oh, I
Miami
love it.
all the time.
It lets me know that I'm a normal person. Lets me know, like, hey, I'm a decent person. Like, I don't do these things.
Do you think if there
You
was
live
another
in a crazy place.
Yes.
Do you think if there was another Instagram account dedicated to like
Happy things in Dade?
Yeah, no. Like if there was only in St. Louis.
Oh,
Like would only in St. Louis be filled with content all the time?
It's a it's a much smaller metropolitan area. I think like only in New York would be
Only in
you
Waukesha.
You have
see
Subway
some-
Creatures.
Yeah,
you have like
like
a bunch of
yeah,
stuff in
that
there.
That already
stuff
exists.
is-
There's an only in Broward, but it's not
Sad.
as
So
exciting.
Really?
sad.
It's mostly
I mean,
spring
there's-
breakers like
There's
naked on the
ridiculous.
beach
Every once in a
fighting.
while, there's some ridiculous things, but yeah, it's.
I think we've had this conversation. Me, Billy, and Chris found an only in Minneapolis.
We did.
back in
Really?
the day. Yeah.
I think we almost interviewed
What
the
are they
guy
up
running
to?
it.
Like tipping cows? Like, come on.
Wasn't
Only in
exciting.
St. Paul.
Yeah, it wasn't that exciting if I'm going to be honest.
Oh, I lost my churned butter. Someone stole it.
What do I do? eh?
What year is
Why do you
this?
have Minneapolis being Amish country?
Bah.
On Labor Day weekend 2018, Sean Sinisi walked into a McDonald's bathroom. He dialed a friend to talk him through his misery while he shot a needle in his arm. That evening, Sean died, and his death became the first connected to the sexual abuse of Jerry Sandusky. Sandusky's crimes against children have rocked Penn State with fallout for a decade now, but this is not a story about Jerry Sandusky. From Advanced Local and Meadowlark Media, this is the Mayor of Maple Avenue. I'm Sarah Gannam, and over the course of this series, I will tell you the story of Sean Sinisi and what I've learned about how the healthcare and justice systems that are designed to serve people like Sean instead failed him over and over and over. The Mayor of Maple Avenue. Available now on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen.